Well, what's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody is going to tune in tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. It's kind of quiet right now. We are sitting here exactly 1 month away from the NFL draft. Hard to believe that we're already at the draft, and I can't wait to get there. Now, that doesn't mean that all the work pre-draft is done right now, because we still have a bunch of holes that need to be filled. Now, you all know I'm not going to talk too much about Calais Campbell this video, because I know y'all are getting sick of it, but Calais Campbell would be a tremendous upgrade for the Cowboys. But we still have to look at this thing of getting a receiver, okay? Keenan Allen is still out there. Keenan Allen is out there. Tyler Lockett's out there. I don't think the Cowboys will make a move on any other free agents that are any bigger, wide receiver-wise, a Keenan Allen or Tyler Lockett or anybody else like that until after April 28th. And the reason being is this. Cowboys have this money. I don't see them sitting on this money, plus the money they're going to get from Micah Parsons' deal. And that's just a matter of time. It's not a matter of if. But everybody who's talking about, we should trade Micah and he's not a team player and stuff like that, that ain't happening. Micah is not going to be traded. So get that out your skull. Micah will get his contract. He'll get paid, and everything will be a done deal, and the Cowboys will save some money. I hope they use some of that money getting Deron Bland and Tyler Smith out of the way. I would love to go into next year and not have to worry about any more big contracts. So here's what's interesting here as we get ready and talk about Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, he had signed a 2-year deal with the Bears that was going to be $22 million. If you look at Sports Track, they basically have him money-wise about $11 million player. $11 million will lose you one of your comp picks. The way the comp picks work, it's a formula that the NFL won't tell you exactly how it works, but basically it goes by your playing time and the contract you sign, how much money it is. So if you sign a free agent in kind, then you're going to lose the comp pick. That becomes null and void come April 28th. Now, Keenan Allen had 70 receptions last year, 10.6 receptions per game. Still really good. Wasn't injured like, say, some of the guys that were out there, but he's basically comparable to your Adam Thielens, your DeAndre Hopkins and stuff like that. He is 32 years of age. Now, keep in mind, I think the Cowboys are truly trying to go through a youth movement. The Cowboys right now, as we sit here, and I didn't realize C.J. Godwin, he's 35. I didn't realize C.J. was actually that old. You've got Dak Prescott, who's 31. You've got Dante Fowler, who's 30. And I think there's one more player that might be 30 years old. Eric Kendricks, if they bring him back. Eric Kendricks will be 33, or he is 33 right now. So that's it. Everybody else is under 30, and some of them are way under 30s. Tyler Smith is only 23. So the Cowboys, which last year were 14th in age, and getting rid of a Cooper Rush, he's an older guy, getting rid of last year Tyron Smith, and getting rid of Zach Martin, getting rid of D-Law, your elder statesmen are all gone. So the question is are the Cowboys looking at this saying, we're done with playing with elder players? That we're looking to try and sign young guys that have an upside. Don't necessarily have a problem with that. We've hired so many guys that have been over the hill that literally are there for their last paycheck on the way out that we haven't really gotten much out of. And speaking of that, there's rumors of Tyron Smith right now is still out there. and they don't know if he's going to retire or if he should come back to Dallas. If he's coming back to Dallas, I would say come back to Dallas to retire as a Cowboy, and we do a ceremony for him. Unfortunately, they say his value is about $7 million. I'm at the dump. Hold on. Just hold up. If they decide that they want Keenan Allen, that's again another guy who's an elder guy. And we've started to see diminishing returns. There is Amari Cooper that's out there, and you look at that and say his numbers have been going down the last 2 years and things. And even with Josh Allen throwing to him last year, it wasn't really a great year. Now, you can forgive him in Cleveland because there was no quarterbacks and stuff there. I think the Cowboys, one, want to get somebody who is younger that they can have for a couple of years. And two, they don't want to lose that comp pick. So for them to try and rush and get a guy signed right now and lose that comp pick, you're not starting OTAs until next month. There's not necessarily a sense of urgency where I've got to get him today. And so relax, be cool, and just be patient. The cake is not finished right now. The Cowboys, I believe, and I could be wrong on this, I believe the Cowboys are tired of being the whipping post and that they're actually trying to do better. I still believe that what's happened, at least in small bits and pieces, when you put it together, bodes well for the team. The fact that we've only seen, I'm going to say, Jerry Jones talking since the press conference, twice? All these free agent signings that we've done, twice, Jerry Jones? Combine, no press conference that you've seen now. Steven talking and literally saying that Brian Schottenheimer is doing XYZ. They're not pretending that the Joneses, that Jerry is the one that's doing all this stuff, and we haven't even gotten a crazy Jerry Jones take. And they are trying to do the best that they can to get as much talent as possible. And it's a delicate balance. We all look and say, oh, go get Cooper Kupp. Oh, man, go get DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins has gone to quite a few teams over the last couple of years. And how much production has he had? How much have people won going out and getting DeAndre Hopkins? Didn't he go from Houston to Arizona to Atlanta, now to Baltimore? None of those teams that they've traded for, that have gotten him, they haven't done any better than the Cowboys. So you first have to get a good team. You first have to get a good team before you try and top it off with these other guys. The Cowboys at the moment are trying to get themselves to be a good team with draft and mid-tier depth. And if they can get that done, then maybe they'll go ahead and then start looking to get your playmakers elsewhere. Alrighty, good people. As always, I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you guys soon. It's kind of crazy. If I don't know what's in your feed on YouTube. But there is, if you're in the paranormal, there is a place called, in Stanton, Virginia, the Degenerate Sanitarium. And man, they say that that's one of the most haunted places in Virginia. This place, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of eugenics, but basically during the time of the Nazis and stuff, they were doing forced sterilizations, lobotomies, and things like that. And there weren't any records of how many people that they did stuff to. It became a children's hospital, it was a sanitarium, it was all kinds of stuff. And there were a lot of people that went in that never came out, or when they did come out, they were never the same. And it's still standing. I don't think it's been used for about 50 years now. But man, when you see this place and you start, whoo, kind of gets you chills. One tie-in with this, and I know this has got nothing to do with the Cowboys, but there's a place called the District Home that's also in Waynesboro that was part of these hospitals in the early 19th century that ended up doing experiments with people and things with eugenics and stuff. In fact, the Supreme Court case that was the first forced sterilization that happened at the District Home there. But Charlottesville, there was another hospital. There was Western State Hospital, and then of course the DeJarrett system, and they all were working and so on. And I've got a little taste of some of the stuff that, and the history of things that we're still trying to uncover in the historic commission in Waynesboro. But man, some of the things people have done, it's insane. So I'm trying to see if I can get you a peep. So I think I'll see it when I get up here, when I get on the exit here. Show you that place. Because there's a lot of videos. If you want to see paranormal videos, look for DeJarrett Sanitarium. And yeah, I've debated on whether or not I want to get close to the place. Go, they've cleared off all the stuff around it because there were so many people that would go in and vandal and do videos and stuff. They cleared it off so that way they can surveillance the place to make sure nobody's in there doing who knows what. Crazy. And it should be right up here. Give me 1 minute. Sometimes I feel like the Cowboys are going to put me in a sane asylum. Hold up. We them boys. Hold up. We making noise. And let's see. And it should be right over here. Unless they bulldozed it over. Hold up. I love the countryside here. Almost there. You should see it like right over here. It's looks like two twin buildings. Nope, that's not it. And it should be right there, past the Frontier Culture Museum. There it is, the brick building back there. That right there, my friend, is the stuff that horror movies are made of. The DeJarrett Sanitarium. Look it up. Look it up and look at what people did to other people. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, people, peace out.